Hello, welcome back to off center. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda. Today I'm going to be talking about the makeup that I've been using lately. Pretty much enjoying all of it. Some of it's not new, some of it's new to me, some of it is newer. Whole smorgasbord of things. And that's what I want to be talking about. So let's get to it. Probably know this, but it's going to be very eyeshadow heavy. Eyeshadow is my favorite. And I really don't think I've been buying any other products. I'm supposed to be in a no-buy. Some of these I purchased like at Christmas time and I'm just getting around to using them, Black Friday sales, things like that. One of those items would be the Glamlite Chocolate Martini palette. I enjoy the Glamlite formula. I like them, both the mattes and the shimmers. I bought this palette because it sort of reminded me of the Huda Beauty Empowered palette. And I didn't really want to spend the money on that palette. I think that's like a $69 eyeshadow palette. And I thought, I feel like I can get the vibe with this. And I don't regret it. I haven't used every single shade in here yet, but the colors that I've used almost all of them. And I really like the mattes. I like how they blend, and their shimmers are pigmented, shimmery, metallic-y, you know, beautiful. I really enjoy this formula. I have 3 from this, it's a happy hour line. There's a dirty martini, there's a wine, and then the only palette that I don't have is the margarita one, which is more colorful. I'm sure I would enjoy that too. I also purchased the Jaclyn Cosmetics Strawberry Feels palette. I had not tried any of the Jaclyn Cosmetics eyeshadows yet, and I really wanted to. And this was the most interesting palette for me. I really like this. It's monochromatic, but there are a lot of options within the like monochromatic color scheme. This Fresh Picked shade is a beautiful red shimmer. I love that. I've only used this palette maybe 4 times, but I've liked how my makeup looks every time I use it. It doesn't seem to be patchy. The shades blend nicely. They're pigmented enough for what I want and for what the shades look like in the pan. That's the color that you get or can build them to. And that's really all I want. I'm pretty sure I got that on sale at Christmas time. Another Christmas time eyeshadow, I think these were all purchased like November, December-ish, the Moira Time to Shine palette. And this is my first experience with Moira. I really don't like how bulky the box is. But then I also kind of like that it looks like a book. I'm torn. If I were displaying my eyeshadows like this and they were all the same, yes, that would be incredible, but almost none of my eyeshadows look like a book. So this one stands out. However, this is lovely. Fully love this palette. These greens speak to me. They are very blendable. The shimmers are shiny and metallic, and they look like a shimmer, which is what I want. Really loving these shades though. I like this range of shadows. The only thing I would add is maybe a darker green shimmer, but I would always add that. This one right down here is kind of an olivey gold. It's beautiful. I love this Carefree matte shade, this olive green matte, beautiful. This has been a go-to for me for, I don't want to think, I just want to put some eyeshadow on. I'm really enjoying this palette from ColourPop. I bought this at Ulta. It was on, I think it was on clearance for like $4 or something. And it's okay. And it's just okay. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's fine. I'm glad I didn't spend more than like $4 on it. I find a lot of the time the Ulta exclusive palettes, and I'm pretty sure that this was an Ulta exclusive, they're just not as exciting to me as the ColourPop website palettes. I don't know if that's a mental thing or if that's just how they perform. It's fine. I'll keep it, but it's not like my favorite ColourPop palette ever. Okay, we have these 2 from Urban Decay. They were so nice to send these to me. These are the Smiley palettes, the Naked Chill Happy, which is the purpley shade, or purpley palette, and then the Naked Mucho Happy, which is the bronzy with a couple pops of color. I really love this one because I love the yellow and the blue with these golden shades. I think that's really pretty. I wouldn't have purchased these on my own just because I don't like very small palettes like this, but the shades are very pretty. I think I have a reel using each of these. I will try to remember to link those down below. If not, they're on my Instagram. It is Amanda. I like how both looks turned out with each of these. I've used them in addition to those reels, and I'm gonna keep both of them. Another small eyeshadow palette. This was sent to me from Influenster, and this is one from CoverGirl. This is the Clean Fresh Clean Color eyeshadow in Mellow Mauve. And I have to be honest, I did not have very high expectations for this because it's been years since I've used CoverGirl eyeshadows, to be honest, and they were okay before, but this is much more pigmented than I was anticipating. This is a beautiful mauve 4-pan. Again, I wouldn't have purchased this just because I don't really love small palettes like this. I like a few more color options, but these are very, very pretty shades. The mattes are very blendable and very pigmented, but like I said, easy to blend. And then these two shimmery shades are very creamy, and I mean, I barely touched that shade. Beautiful, beautiful shades. They don't have individual names. I mean, this is a really beautiful, simple, but good little 4-pan palette. And I'm also gonna keep this, and I was not expecting to. This guy, this came in my Beautylish Lucky Bag this year. And I would never have purchased this. I've spoken multiple times about how I think Natasha Denona eyeshadows are not worth the price. I do not understand the hype. I have the retro palette, and I thought this is not impressive to me. For the price, or not for the price really, it's very, very, in my opinion, it's mediocre, okay? I'm sorry. I do like this palette more. I think this shade right here is a duochrome. That adds a lot of interest to me because I don't like just a matte, or I just like something more interesting. Can you see yeah, you can see the green. I never take the plastic off mirrors. I never use them. I think is it Instinct and maybe Edgy are the cream to powder shades. I absolutely hate these. I do not like a cream to powder shadow, especially in a palette of powder shadows. I absolutely hate those. I will never use those. And I will also never use a black shade. I just don't use black. And that one looks pretty bad actually. But the other shades that I have used is Carpe Diem, and then this one down here I think is called Familia, and then this Unity shade. I think it's the most boring shades in here. I've used multiple times. I do enjoy this palette more than the Retro Rose, so I will keep it, but I still would not have purchased this. I don't understand that Natasha Denona hype. I'm sorry. Maybe I am just too basic for it to understand it. I like it. I can't say that it's worth $60. Okay, another eyeshadow thing that I do not like at all. This was sent to me from Buzz Agent, which is kind of like Influencer. And this is the Giorgio Armani, what is this called? Eye Tint in the color, I think it's 56S. I don't really know. It's a beautiful, like Merlot shimmer color, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is gonna be beautiful. This is terrible. It dries immediately. You cannot blend this at all. I don't think I put a picture on my story or on my Instagram, but I did a story, and my eye makeup looks atrocious, and I just didn't have time to remove it and like go with no makeup. I don't know how much this is. I'm assuming a lot because it's Giorgio Armani. When you blend it, it just blends away, or it dries immediately. One of the two. You know, I'm using it on my eyelid where I'm not trying to like press aggressively on my eyes. I did not care for this. Would not recommend. More eye things. Okay. I of course love the Oden's Eye Planet World. What is it called? Perfect World? Planet World? Perfect World? Eyeshadows. I did a whole series of looks on these on my Instagram as a collaboration with fellow Michigan makeup lover Lizzie, and we each did very different looks, except for one palette we did the same look, but we didn't know because we didn't talk about it. We just said we're going to post these looks on these days. So we have the Sea Talk palette, which is the Lauren May Beauty collaboration. So excited for Lauren. Oh my gosh. This is very Lauren. I love the Oden's Eye formula. I I am pretty much always going to suggest that you don't wait to buy Odin's Eye because they're becoming increasingly popular. And the shades and the shadows are very interesting color stories, and they don't always restock the palettes because they just can't meet the demand or whatever the reason might be. I'm thinking of the holiday palettes they released, and I almost waited to buy those, and I'm so glad I didn't because oh my gosh, those palettes are amazing. I love these. This color story is like, oh, this is the one with Makeup Just for Fun, Amanda. Beautiful greens and purples. It's like a woodland fairy. And then this last one is the collaboration with Betty Jean. This is the like crazy colorful one. Thoroughly impressed with the Odin's Eye formula. I'm never upset with it. The shadows are pigmented. The colors are interesting. Love these. I don't know if these are still available. Okay, one more palette that I actually haven't even hauled yet, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I'll haul it next. Is the Rogue palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, quickly becoming one of my favorite indie brands. I love the Druid and the Bard palettes. They're beautiful. This has the blues and the purples, a couple greens. This is what I'm wearing today. Big fan. I feel like the formula on these is also improved from the previous palettes, which were lovely, but there was a lot of flaky fallout, and I've not experienced that with these, so I don't know if, I don't know, but I just feel like this is, oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful. We have one eye thing that I've used a few times. This is from Hard Candy. They sent over a box of stuff a couple months ago, and I've been slowly trying the things that I didn't pass on to others. And this is the Hard Candy Eye Def eyeshadow marker, and this is a shimmer. They have matte shadow sticks as well. This is called Pony. It's kind of a taupey purple shade. I don't wear a ton of eyeshadow crayons anymore, but this is really nice for on the go. It seems to hold up pretty well. I wore this when I went to C2E2 in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and that's a long day. And one of the days I wore this, I had like a little bit of creasing. That could have been whatever shadow I put over it, because I did wet that shadow also. That could have been it. It wasn't anything major, and it was easy to just pat back in place. So I've been enjoying that, and I'm gonna bring that on like a trip or something because it's easy to use. 4 things left. We have another thing from from the Beautylish Lucky Bag. This is the Wayne Goss, the Luxury Cream Lipstick in Pecan. This is a beautiful color. I don't wear a lot of bullet lipsticks anymore, but the formula, I just rubbed that all over my nose. But the formula is lovely. Oh, I also have the Essential Lip Pencil. I like both of them. I'll probably keep both of them. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of a wood lip pencil. Ugh. The last 2 things are cheek products. This is another item I got in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, and this is from Mob Beauty, which I'm gonna be honest, I'd never heard of before, but I love this blush. Hold on, I have to take it comes in a compact that you can refill. I don't know who's going through entire compacts of blush. I can't actually open it right now though. Hold up. Okay, I can't open it. I can't remember the color. It's like a peachy color. It's beautiful. I was surprised at how much I like this because peachy is not really my color choice, but I'm embracing it more as I get old. So I don't know. Is peach an old lady color? I don't know. But I really like this color. It's a matte blush, which is my favorite. And oh, what is it called? Oh, it's called M27, which I'm sure has a name, but couldn't tell you what it is. But it came with the compact in the Beautylish. Thank goodness. Then the last blush, even though I just said I like matte blush, is not a matte blush. It's a shimmer blush. This is one of the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush Bronzers. This is in Kiss of Pink. And I feel like I've shown you this at some point, but maybe I haven't. I don't know. Regardless, this is the makeup that I've been wearing lately, and this blush has made it heavily into the rotation. These aren't super shimmery, not intense shimmery. I don't like an intense shimmery blush. I want to add my highlight on top of my blush and not have my entire cheek. I just feel like it looks weird on me. I have multiple shades of the bronzer blush and actually multiple shades of the Bare Minerals blush in general, the Gen Nude. Big fan, love them, and this is a good one. I think that's everything that I've been using lately other than, you know, the basics. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would love to know what you have been using lately. Any new fun things? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video.